All right, here we go. I'm so happy to see you today. It's Monday, November, 15th. I don't know where the time's going. Anyway, I feel between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's like everything goes so much faster. But for the next hour, we are going to go slow because Qi loves slow. And although life is going fast around us and things may be a little chaotic around us in the world, when we're together and we're doing Qigong, we're like the eye of the storm. We're the still point in the middle of the storm, here, present, calm, and everything may be going crazy around us, but we hold that still point. So let's become that still point right here. Look how my feet are together, hands together in prayer posture. And when I'm in this posture, I'm just this conduit between heaven energy and earth energy. I'm just a conduit. And I'm just this being that's standing on the earth, spinning around in an orbit in the universe. And suddenly my problems feel so small when I look at it in that perspective. Just a human spinning on the orbit in the universe, so small. Everything that's going on is so small and so insignificant. So let's just be here right now and let's activate the belly pump. Inhale through the nose, hot, audible exhale through the mouth. Listen to how that breath sounds like the ocean breeze, the ocean waves, wind, all of it. Just sounds like the ocean, every part of it. Inhale through the nose. Remember, down deep into the belly, past the chest, way down deep. Inhale. Exhale, bring the belly in towards the spine and slightly up, scooping up. Just a little bit, activating the diaphragm. One more, we do 3 breaths like this, just to activate that pump. Inhale, exhale. In and up. Little extra. Purging that stale air on the lower lobe of the lungs. Just purging it out and allowing a big inhale to come in. Great. Now relax the hands. Keep your awareness in heart center. Slowly turn the hands over, feeling heart center drop, open, release. Any holdings or tension, just let it drop. Let this open and relax. Good. Now just be this open conduit here. This is, we call open Wu Qi. Just receiving, not doing anything yet. Allow the body to move. So see, look at my body starting to move. This is bamboo blowing in the breeze. Allow it. You know, usually when the body shifts like this, we all feel like, oh, I should stop it. I should resist. No, don't. It's actually wonderful that the body is rocking here. In fact, I'm rocking more because I just gave myself permission to rock more. This is wonderful for your feet bottoms. It's a centering practice, and it's an actual Qigong. Just bamboo blowing in the breeze, not doing anything yet. I could stop here. This could be my little practice for today. That's how healthy it is for us. Centers us and balances us. But we will continue on because we have some time. Turn the hands over, Wu Ji. Feel your feet bottoms rooting into earth. Feel your hands, energy roots coming out of your palms. Bend both knees, but load your right leg with your weight. Step out with a flat, empty foot. A couple times. Touch your toe and bring it back. Touch it, bring it back. Touch it, now sink into it. So important to articulate those small nuances in stepping out and stepping back. And just let the body go side to side, unraveling itself, just letting go, just feeling any tension you may be holding. I didn't even realize I was holding some tension here in my shoulders. I'm just letting that go. Pasta out of the water. Come back to Wu Qi, feel the feet bottoms again, feel the energy roots. Let's open Lao Gongs. Inhale, stretch the hands open, feel the palms stretching, and exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Feeling gray or black smoke coming out of the palms as I let go of any stagnant energy. And let's begin our tapping. I like to go down the inside, up the outside, and I'll show you why. Because when I go up the outside, one of these times I wind up just keep going, and I get the shoulder blade, got an energy gate under each shoulder blade. Then I come around and massage the lymph nodes in my armpit, one of the major spots for lymph nodes. Drum the ribs. Continue to do that hot audible exhale during this process, because the exhale is actually allowing that stagnant energy, other side, it's allowing that stagnant energy to actually come out your breath. Really let it go. Just the breath just helps that stagnant energy move out of the systems, through your meridians. We're tapping through all the meridian channels of the body. Massage armpit, ribs, activating the organs. Once I begin my Qigong practice, I go back to nose breathing. But right through here, I'm still allowing that cleansing breath to happen, especially right here. When I'm doing the thymus thump, I really need a big exhale here. Good. Make the beak with the fingers. And let's get this spot here, lung point. Beak again, this side. Above and below the clavicle, collarbone area, helping those lymph nodes release. So since I started doing above, I don't feel as tender. When I first added the above the collarbone, I felt super tender in there, but now I've been doing this almost every day, almost, and I don't feel tender anymore. So obviously some lymph nodes that were tender, they've released. Snap, really snap with your fingers, just using 4 fingers, activating lower dantian, kidneys and adrenals. I realize this sounds loud on the video because I've heard it myself. I'm not hitting that hard. It just seems to be, I don't know, an echo. Sacrum, back up to kidneys and adrenals, and rub. Now take those knuckles, the top knuckles right here, and just get to the left and right, abandon the kidneys for a moment, get to the left and right of the spine, those little lumbar muscles, and get in there and rub them briskly. This should feel really, really good. This just gets the chi flowing, gets some warmth in that lumbar. That's where most people have back issues, is in the lumbar. So I figure a little bit of prevention here by taking care of them. I'm back here anyway, may as well take care of them. And a little bit of prevention. Here we go. And let's do the legs. Forget the Achilles and ankles. Easy to miss those when we're doing the legs. Don't forget to breathe. End on the hip bones. Take your time. And when you're done, come back to Wu Chi. Just take your time. Make sure you finish. Some areas always need a little extra attention. Now we're back into Wu Chi and we're going to begin our Qigong practice. So we'll abandon that hot audible exhale or the sacred cleansing breath. And we'll go back to our traditional nose breathing with the tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth for the rest of our practice here. Here we go. Let's do a little bit of bounce. Again, this will be just a rapid inhale, exhale through the nose, and we're going to pump the body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember, what we want to feel here is the skin and the muscle pulling away from the bone. So feel that tugging of the muscle away from the bone as you do this one. I like to start out slow, get the rhythm, and then I speed it up once I'm ready. One heel tap on the last one. Let the body go. Let it recalibrate. If you need to do a mouth exhale there, that's okay. Sometimes you need a little bit extra oxygen after the bouncing, and that's okay. Give that to yourself. And one more, inhale, exhale, speeding it up as you go. And one final. Just let the body go. Right into accordion. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. Back to nose breathing. Inhale. Make sure the hands stay close enough that they still continue to connect and talk to each other. The palms in particular that are connecting, building the chi between the palms. Rise, root with the legs. Body rises, and then it roots back down. Show you from the side. Rise, root. Rise, I feel pressure on the balls of my feet. Root, I feel pressure on my heels as I root down and my pelvis goes back in space. As my pelvis goes forward and I rise, I feel it on the balls of the feet, back to the heels. Balls of the feet, back to the heels. It's just pressure. I'm not putting all the weight on the balls of the feet or the heels, but I'm just feeling a little pressurization on each one, a little more pressure. Using the breath to connect the mind with the body, ride on the speed of your breath here. So the breath is the commander. Don't control the breath at all. Just coordinate the body with your respiratory rate, with your natural rate, your natural breath, which means we'll all be going at a little bit different pace. That's perfectly normal. It's what we want. You're connecting with you. You're using your breath to connect your mind with your body. Again, always going back to you healing you. These are just the tools to do it. Tools to reconnect. One more of these. Bring the feet together. And we're just going to do one tension and release to make sure we get everything out of our systems. Remember, this one is like you're pulling down a bar or you're pulling yourself up to a chin-up bar. Either way, whatever the sensation is that works best for you. So here we go. Inhale. Perch the lips. Squeeze everything head to toes and squeeze. And then at the end, let it all go. Let it all go. One out to the side, wrist one way, wrist the other way. Here we go. Inhale. Squeeze everything head to toes and we let it go. You see, we're releasing. We start releasing as we're still squeezing. But once we start coming in, then okay, then we just let it all go. A little nuance there. That's a little bit difficult one to do, but just know we're squeeze. So I'm bleeding it off, but I'm still squeezing. Right around the ribs, I let it all go. Then I let the body go. Super important. Let's get right back to our breath work. Inhale, heart breathing. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, exhale. What I want you to feel on the back is something I've been working on lately. Feel somebody's pulling you right in the middle of your back, the thoracic region. Someone's pulling you back from that spot. It's different than like rounding yourself. No, you feel someone pulling you. So inhale, feel someone pulling you backwards from your mid-back. And look at what's going on here. My pelvis is tucking under. So inhale, exhale, pulling from the middle back. Pelvis goes under a little bit. Hands go right into heart center, prayer posture. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue. Inhale, exhale. Feeling the ribs. Feel your ribs and lungs expand. Filling with fresh oxygen and exhale. I saw this exercise, very similar to one being done at the Shaolin Temple on a video recently, an instructional video, and it was on the 5 exercises to work your lungs. This will increase lung capacity and oxygenate the body. We'll go to the next one in a moment. One more, inhale, exhale. Let's make it bigger. Let's go to the full-on spinal cord breathing. Inhale, chest up, look up, add more oxygen to the lungs, expand, and make that C curve in your body as you exhale. Notice the C curve. Again, feeling someone pulling me from the middle of my back. Pelvis tucks under. Exhale. Inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale. So this is working your lungs, increasing your oxygen capacity. I guarantee if you had an oxygen meter on your finger, it would be going up in percentage while you're doing this particular breath, as well as working the spine, creating space between the vertebrae, bringing in synovial fluid into the spine, in between each vertebrae. Next one, hold, palms towards the body, pigeon toe the feet slightly, and just check yourself. Make sure as you turn, you don't shift weight, you're just turning on the center channel of your body. It's like your spine is the post and you're turning around it, making sure that your knees are staying over your feet. So here we go into gazing at the moon. Turn, hands go away from you. Don't reach for it. Keep the hands in nice and close. Gaze at the moon. Palms towards you in the center. Turn the other side. Gaze at the moon, palms away. And just continue like that. Rotating on the center axis. Rotate and turn. Don't overdo it here. Work at your capacity. Everyone's going to have a different range of motion on this one, but it's all good. You're just turning, rotating, twisting your spine. This is wonderful for spinal health. Doesn't matter how much or how little you do this rotation. You're going to get spinal health from it. One more each side. Don't need that many. Good. Come to the middle, straighten your feet out, parallel, shoulders with feet, and cleanse the chi wall. Inhale up, exhale down. This is a wonderful little cleansing that you can do in between your Qigongs if you don't want to flow from one to the other. Sometimes you just want to do a little bit of a cleansing in between. This next one, leave one hand down, palm down. The other one, bring the palm up and press. Heaven and earth press. Release, make the ball. Pinkies kiss. So come down, pinkies kiss each other. And press to the other side and stretch. Really feel this extension. After you extend fully, then you can release. Compress the ball, pinkies kiss or just pass each other. However you want to do that. They can touch or just pass each other. It's just a way to remember. Stretch, release. Stretch. Oh, release. This is one of the 8 brocades, the medical Qigong. Wonderful for the body. Stretch, release, especially in the morning. Feel a little bit stiff? Boy, this really gets the body going. Stretches so much. Pinkies kiss. Stretch, release, compress the beach ball. Pinkies pass each other. Stretch, release, compress the ball. Stretch, last one, release, bring the top hand down to the bottom hand. And when it gets there, we're going right into hands flowing through water, right here, boom. One hand meets the other, and we go into hands flowing through water. The hands and arms making a figure 8. I love this one because it's so relaxing and simple. You can't do it wrong. Fingers are pointing towards the ground because they're dipping in this water, this sea of chi in front of the body. And the more I do this one, the more my hips start to emulate what my hands are doing. So my hands are making a figure 8. They're coming around the turn. Show you from the side. See, they're coming around the corner. Same thing. This side coming around the corner. What winds up starting to happen is my hips emulate it. So now my hips are going forward and back, forward and back. So my hips too begin to make a figure 8. See it maybe more from the side. Look how my hips are going forward and backwards. They're leading my hands forward, backwards. So my hips are emulating this loop of the figure 8. Now they're going to emulate this loop of the figure 8. And remember, the hands are just following the weight shift and the hips. So there's this slight lag between when I start to shift my weight, right here. See the lag? Boom, right there. It's maybe a half a second where I begin this weight shift. And then the hands are, oh, she's going this way now. Okay, let's follow. And just relax into this one. Beautiful. Qigong, very relaxing. It's always a nice thing when somebody says, you can't do it wrong. Just flow. Feel yourself flowing in water. Like you're in a pool. Don't rush this one. We're going to go right into leaf blowing in the breeze. Here we go. I'm going to wait for you, go really slow till everyone catches up. Mirror me, come to the same side. Let this bottom hand cover Dantian, floating over Dantian. This hand stays and just floats. This hand's covering Dantian, but not touching it. Now palm away from you, towards the screen. Now palm down. The only thing that changes is the palm in the middle. When it goes through heart center, now its palm is towards me. And the upper and the lower stay the same. Only at heart, palm away. Just letting it float. Another one, hard to do wrong, palm towards me. That's the only change, is right through heart. The palm is away, then the palm is towards you. Then it's away, then it's towards you. That's all it does. Palm is away. Everything else is the same. The lower part, the upper part is the same each time. Palm towards me. And now drop in. Let it float. Let the hand and arm get really light and buoyant. Again, feeling that the hand is the leaf flowing in the breeze. Don't do this one too slow, too fast. If you do it slow, you'll feel it more. The hand will become more buoyant, as if it really is just floating, following the weight shift. Now right here, watch how I can switch it. There's a couple of ways to switch it. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to give the chi to this hand right here. And then I'm going to let this hand give the chi ball, pass it off. This hand's going to cover dantian, and this hand is going to float up. There's a couple of ways to do that. That's the second way. I like to alternate. Sometimes I do it a little bit differently. But that one feels really fun because it's like I'm taking the chi ball and I'm passing it off. Palm away through heart center. Same thing this side, exactly the same. Then next time you pass through, it's the opposite. Palm would be towards me. Whichever way you started, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's just notice that it's palm away, then palm towards. You want to make this one a little bit harder. One of the things you can do is as you pass through, you can go a little bit wider in your stance and go down. Look how I do that. I go down. Just a little bit something different to make it more challenging on the legs. And here we go down. But notice I keep my spine upright. Spine doesn't change. Even if I come down, it's all the legs. Rib tips are in. I'm just going down. Spine upright. I'm still looking straight at you, not bending over. Stay with me here. We're going to switch into something else on the flow. Bring the feet back to shoulders width. And here we go. It's going to be right here. Palm towards you through heart center. Catch the ball. Cloud hands. Isn't that beautiful transition? Right into cloud hands. Remember, inside hand, passing at the watch. Imagine you've got a wristwatch on both hands. So the inside hand passes at the wrist. Watch how I give you my shoulder here. So shift weight, moves the hands, turn the waist, catch the ball. Shift weight, moves hands, turn waist, catch ball. Also notice what's going on here. See, I'm folding at the qua, folding at the groin. So not only am I shifting weight, but I'm turning my waist a little bit so I can fold at the groin, thereby pumping my lymphatic system through the groin region. As I'm doing each one of these side to side, I pump this groin, I pump this side of the groin, one at a time, pumping and releasing, detoxifying the body. Beautiful thing. Notice I'm giving you this shoulder now. Shift weight, moves hands, turn waist, fold at the qua, catch the ball. Shift weight, moves hands, turn waist, fold at the qua, catch the ball. That's the breakdown. That's what's going on there. Just do a few in quiet. This is also called outside parry, and we're going to switch to inside parry. I'm going to go nice and slow so everyone can catch up to where I am. And mirror me right here, right into inside parry. See what's going on here now. I'm swatting towards the inside or blocking. As the bottom hand blocks a groin strike, top hand is blocking a strike to the center line. Again, still shifting weight, folding at the qua. Shift weight, fold at the qua. Again, knowing both hands are blocking strikes towards your body. Shifting the weight. Hard to see where my upper hand is on the video, I noticed that, but my upper hand is probably right about here. It's a center line punch. Someone's coming in towards my throat or chest region. So it's not really up in the face. Last one. Let the hands settle. Connect to lower dantian. Turn the hands in. Feel this buoyancy of connecting with dantian for a moment. It's always nice to work in some standing Qigong within our moving Qigong. And just look for it. You may have to move your hands in closer and further and just look for it. It feels just a little bit of buoyancy. That's your lower dantian, power center, relationship with self. Super important. Turn the hands towards each other and let's do a little bit of Tai Chi ruler right here. Like with all of our Qigongs, almost all, except when we're in horse stance, it's a little different because we're going up and down. But when we're in our regular Wuji posture, which is the feet parallel, legs shoulders width, then in that case, we're always doing this bend bow, shoot the arrow. Pelvis rocks back in space and forward. Remember, the knees don't move forward or backwards, side to side. They're pretty much stay stationary, right? So it's all in here. And the hands are coming along for the ride. So keep going, please. Just want to show you something. This is a great thing to do. If you're at home and you have a chair or a couch, you need to show yourself, oh, are my knees stationary? Yeah, especially when I put them up against something. Watch how my knees stay against the chair, then don't pull away from the chair, nor do they push the chair forward. So this forces me to get this action here, which is what we want. That's qua squats or pumping the qua, meaning I'm pumping my lymphatic system through my groin. Let me show you how this looks with Tai Chi arms. Everyone come down, feel the string on the top of the wrists. Watch how it looks here. Inhale. Exhale. You all know this movement. It's the first of the spinal Qigong movements. Inhale. Exhale. Notice my knees. A common mistake is where people are going like this. Notice my knees. Boy, they're moving backwards and forwards, right? That's a common mistake. We don't want that. So you could use a chair or a couch, something soft to put against your knees. That will give you feedback. One of the hardest things to get in Qigong is this ben bo, this rocking of the pelvis, this folding at the qua. One of the hardest things, because our natural inclination is to go up and down, but it's not particularly up and down, even though the knees are bending and straightening, yes, but it's all in the pelvis. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Ride on the speed of your breath. Don't change the breath. Breathe naturally, without any control, and let the body follow it. Same motion, turn the hands towards each other. Rotating the cauldron. Everything stays the same, except the hands connect. Palms are connecting, talking to each other. Breath is the same. One more of these. Let the hands settle at Dantian, but facing each other. And we're just going to switch directions right here. Put in close. And go. And we're going to follow microcosmic orbit from perineum. We're at perineum right now. Bringing the arms back, going up, overhead, and floating down the front. Now remember, up the back is the yang channel, so it's a bit more forceful in the way I'm sending it up. Then I come around and I float down the yin channel, the front. Nice and slow, going through all 7 chakras and 3 energy centers, our 3 dantians. So here we go. Let's go together. Nice and slow. Can't screw this one up. Impossible. So don't get caught in the choreography. Just look for this orbit that's already circling your body. Just look for it. Perineum. Sacrum. You can close your eyes if you'd like. That helps feel it. Lower back, lumbar. Coming up the spine. Middle back, thoracic. In between the shoulder blades, or jade gate. As I'm coming up, here I go. Behind the neck, back of neck, jade pillow. Coming over the top, really feel that sensation of coming over the top of the head. The arms get light, floating, nice and slow over the head. As the 2 orbits meet, you start to float. Now you went from yang to yin, floating down the front 3rd eye. Throat, heart center, solar plexus, navel, lower dantian. As you round out the bottom, the very bottom, you're at root chakra and perineum. Now let's go one more time, super slow. Remember, this is the motion that I'm doing with my hands. Again, you really cannot screw this one up. It's a feeling. You're looking for an energy flow that's already going on in your body. So here we go. Perineum, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic region, middle of the back, between shoulder blades, jade gate. Jade pillow, back of neck. Now slowly float. And don't think about the spots now. Just float down the front. Just look for the chi, nice and slow. Close your eyes and float. Take your time to get there. When you finish, just hold. Palms facing each other in front of lower dantian. Chi cross. Grab the chi here. Bring it up. Palm over palm, but don't touch. Pull it into third eye. It's a great thing to do in unison with that one. Again, float down the front. Just feel the sinking sensation in front of your spine, down that central channel of the body. Where your hands are, it's like there's a paintbrush coming out of your hands, and it's painting down that center line of your body as the chi sinks from third eye down the central channel, which is the Chung Mai channel, and it lands right at lower dantian. As your palm over palm, lower dantian, then you can open up and scoop some more. We're just going to do 3 of these. So the second one, pull it into third eye. Close your eyes and drop. This is a powerful Qigong. Another one you can't do wrong. Just your sole purpose here is just to look for it, feel it. Feel the sinking of the chi down into lower dantian. You may even feel your lower dantian start to expand, start to stick out a little bit as it fills with chi. If you don't, that's okay too. I think I was telling everybody, I did this 9 times a day for 2 weeks straight before I really felt the effects of it. Didn't realize how powerful it was. Last one, floating down, take your time. Close your eyes. Palm over palm is double the power, double the energy coming into the body. When you hit lower dantian, open hands back to Wuchi. Please take a sip of water or tea and meet back in horse stance. Remember, whenever we go into horse stance, if you get there before me or I get there before you, you just immediately begin warming it up. So while you're waiting for me or anyone else in the class, you just start warming it up. Teaching your legs, hey, stay out, knees stay out. Here's the spring loaded. So I'm setting myself up. Coming around the knees, warming up the thighs, just getting the chi flowing. I'm also checking myself here too. I'm making sure, are my knees over my feet? Are my knees also parallel when I come down? Are my knees and my shins parallel to earth? Or am I like that? This would be off. This would be correct. This is not good. Not this. Not this. This. Parallel. Parallel to earth. That's your perfect stance. Also, my rib tips. Check your rib tips. Are your suspenders opened or closed? Here's the suspenders. Thumbs on rib tips, pinkies on hip tips. This is suspenders opened, rib tips out. Close the suspenders, rib tips in. Sacrum is dropped. So just during this time, it's always perfect to just check myself. Where are my rib tips? Okay. Is my sacrum dropped? Okay. Yes. Is this all in alignment? All good. All systems go. Then you're ready. So from here, we're going to do bend, bow, shoot, arrow. Here we go. Rise up. Remember, this is root, rise. Okay, so here we go. Forearms together. As you root down, get into posture. Remember, one finger Zen. You can do this, or if you prefer, you can do this one. Spirit sword. Up to you. You have a choice. I like choices. So here we go. Rise up. Get into position. I'm doing one finger Zen. And root down. Make sure when you root down, you're 50-50. Not this way, and not this or this, right? Very symmetrical. This is very important. You can do this at home in front of a mirror. Mirror is your teacher. Rise up. Get hands into position and then root down and press and pull. Really feel that sensation. My wrist on the one finger Zen hand is bent so that when I stretch, if you heard that, I just cracked because I stretched. Rise up, get hands into position, bend the wrist and push out. Really feel the stretching in the fascia. Rise up, get position, root down, shoot the arrow. Now I'm looking at the camera, but in general, I would want to look at the hand I'm shooting through. So I would look through that one finger Zen hand. That's the general direction you want. Rise up, root down, rise, root, shoot, rise, load the bow, shoot, let the bow go, rise, root, rise. You want to add the breath. If you want to, I rise, inhale. I root, exhale. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. One more each side, quietly. Hands in, push down, bring them around, Kung Fu Master, and just like this. Kung Fu Master for 1 minute. If your feet or legs start to burn, you can side to side a little, up and down, if you need to. If not, hold steady. Just holding this posture for a minute. Strong legs. Super important to have strong legs. It's the foundation. It's like the core of the mountain. The base of the mountain needs to be strong because it's the core. And then everything else that sits on top of that becomes stronger, including the mind. Excellent. Bring the hands down right into parting clouds. Scoop the chi up. Hands come together like this. Good. They turn, come over the head, clouds, and part. Keep going. You all know this one. Just have to fix myself. Scoop down. Inhale. Exhale down. Notice my spine is upright. Only come down until you're comfortable. Work at your level. So in other words, I don't want to come down like this, start bending over. It's not that. My spine is maybe slightly on an angle, but pretty much upright. I see the camera the whole time. I never lose sight of the forward direction, meaning I'm never bent over to where my eyes are looking down at the ground. Inhale up, exhale down. If you can't do that breath yet, that's fine. You can inhale, exhale up, and inhale, exhale down, or just breathe naturally. Don't even worry about the breath. That's fine too. One more. Right into glide. Keep the horse stance. This is different than hands flowing through water. This is pushing sideways and then the other way. Pushing side to side. Imagine there's this chi river right in front of your body at heart center. That's where I'm pushing, right through heart. And I'm just gliding side to side. When you're ready, after one or two more, just let the hands settle on your thighs. Nice and comfortable. Using the thighs to support you so you have no pressure at all on your lumbar, we're going to do tiger wags its tail. Remember, bring this, first of all, let's do a little stretch before we do tiger wags its tail. Bring this shoulder down to this knee, but you are not going to touch it. It's just bringing it into the general diagonal direction. This is what I mean. And then I'm going to come down as far as I'm comfortable, knees stay out. I'm going to push on this inner thigh to create some stretch in the lower back. And come up. Just rotate up, then rotate back down. Good. Other side, 2. Shoulder towards the knee, push on the inner thigh for a little stretch, and up. One more. Stretch, and up. All right, now tiger wags its tail. Remember to go down, straight across, back is flat. Table, I call that table back, because your back is like a table. I could put a cup of coffee on it without spilling it. That's how parallel it should be to earth. Come to this side, up, back down, this side, up, back. Here we go. Coming down towards the knee, table back, to the other knee, up, stay in that direction, and back down. I'm going to do it a couple of times this way, and I'm going to show you a little bit of an advanced way to do this. But you could still just do it this way if you're not ready for the advanced way. Here's the advanced way. Come down, watch both feet, turn, come to the middle, feet go back to the diagonal, back to horse stance. Come to this side, feet turn this way and up. Again, this is more advanced. Also, make sure your feet are in a place where they can move freely. If your feet are getting stuck, this is not for you. If you're on a sticky floor, not for you. Come back down. Notice both feet are in this direction on the diagonal. Come across, feet are back to horse stance, to the corners. Come to this side, feet go back to the diagonal and up. Now, if you would do this in a flowing form, it would just be down, parallel, horse, other side, and up. See, what you're getting is a more leg workout. Down, horse, Other side, up, down. Other side, up, down. Middle, come up from the middle by tucking your pelvis, coming out of it, just tuck your pelvis under, roll your spine up. Excellent. Walk the feet in, toes, heels, toes, heels. Hands like this, palm over palm. And I want you to do this, stretch. So I want you to push out, pushing out, as you feel your spine pushing into your skin. So that's the way I could describe it. It's the spine pushing into the skin and then release it off. Release, neutral stance, nothing. Do it again. Push out as you push your spine into your skin and release it. One more. Push. Spine into skin. This is just a beautiful stretch. And release. Excellent. Okay. Now bring the hands together, the back of the wrists together. This is waterfall. And come up. And then notice what's going on when I come up. I'm going to roll my pelvis under so that I come up like this. Becomes like a wave. Like a wave. So here we go. Back of the hands together creates this turtle back. And then I push the pelvis forward and open. Back of the hands, push the pelvis forward as I roll up. So when you push the pelvis forward and you roll up, I'm using the front of my spine. That's what it's forcing me to do. So as I come down, I use the back of my spine. As I come up, I use the front of my spine, just rolling up. No strain on the lower back lumbar, nothing going on, nothing. It's called waterfall or fireworks. I've heard it called a few different things. And last one. Hands come in, fists into the hip bones. Horse stance. I'm coming into a low horse stance just to stay in the camera. You can hold a high horse stance, totally fine. Punch. You all know this from last week. Here we go. Remember, towards the center line, not in, but towards it. Towards the center line, open the hand, bring it around into a figure 8 or infinity sign. Thumb in, next, 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 and pull it in. Watch it come in. Look at the other palm, spiral it out. Towards heart, spiral. Again, infinity sign or figure 8. Thumb, next, next, next. Now the thumb stays in. Bring this one in. And the other one comes out. Thumb is already in. Towards the heart. Open, stretch everything, fingers, everything, palm, and back. Rotate it out. Towards the heart. Open, palms, thumb, everything is stretching, fingers. Good, bring it in. One more each side. Bring this one out. Towards this heart, open. Again, we're working the brain. Come out. Spiraling the joints, lubing the joints, working the brain, making new neural pathways. One more each side. Spiral in. Try to get it to go smooth. Last one. Spiral it out. Figure 8. And in. Excellent. Excellent work, you guys. Work the feet in. Shake the whole body out a little bit. And we're just going to spiral a couple of things because I've got to wrap it up. I'm so sorry I'm running late today, but time flies when you're having fun. So we did a lot of the upper body with the movements we did. I just want to finish up getting the hips with big hip circles. Really move from the hips. So I'm not moving from the head, I'm moving from the hips. I'm skimming the inside of a hula hoop. That's the kind of circle. So I'm not making this circle. That's different. That's for dancing. This is big circle. Make sure you use that breath. Bring the breath back. Bring that hot, audible breath back, especially through the tight spots. Exhale through the tight spots. Inhale through the spots that are not tight. Reverse it. Well, I'm always tight on the back end of the circle, so that's where I'll usually exhale. I'll inhale through the front side. Also, the exhale will allow the back to adjust if it needs to. I just got a little minor adjustment as I was exhaling, just like when you go to the chiropractor. When they make an adjustment, they always have you do it on the exhale. So we're kind of doing the same thing, allowing the spine or sacrum to adjust if it needs to. Come back to neutral. And last thing, walk those shoulder blades forward. Now you should feel pretty loose here from everything else that we've done. You may not even need a warm up. Just walking, remember, don't bend here. So we're not bending and we're not doing this. Keeping the arms out in front of you and they're pretty stiff. Walking forward with the shoulder blades one at a time. Just focus on one, then focus on the other. Focus on one, then the other. Look how the ribs are moving. Reverse it. Again, shoulder blades and ribs. Everything's working here. And as we move shoulder blades and ribs, as I always say, you're massaging heart and lungs. That's pretty important. No sticky ribs or sticky shoulder blades here, not in this class. That's detrimental to our health to have those lock or stick. Good. Let the body go. Shake it off. Back to Uchi. Sink left. Push off the left leg. As you come up, try to get the foot and hands to meet at the same time. That's your goal. Hands become shower heads, bathing the body in Qi. And we're just going to do one nice slow pass to close our practice today. Nice and slow. Don't miss this. This is wonderful. Palms turn towards the body as they wand through your etheric field, cleansing, aligning, balancing. And open. Back to Uchi. Thank you for a beautiful practice today.